Hey, let's go ahead and get started with the messages from our spirit guides, angels, and ancestors. Spirit, please show me what are the most important messages the collective needs to hear. Messages from our spirit guides, angels, and ancestors. Let's talk about, the full moon and Mercury coming out of retrograde. So a lot of communication coming through. Yeah, a lot of communication. We got 2 cards, so I'm going to go ahead and read them both. It says, dearest you, even though life seems now to be moving full steam ahead, it's a time to rest. Allow ideas to flow through you and take root in your heart before they reach your mind. Honor this process by becoming empty to allow for inspiration and the magic of dreaming. You might feel lazy or unproductive, but we know better. Just as sleep is a way to recharge before renewal, so are you in a time for dreaming. In this powerful process of co-creation, your soul merges with spirit in a profound way, so you can receive your music directly from source and play your part in the symphony of life. You are being invited to bear witness to the great creation and tune in to what others can't hear. We have so many dreams to share with you in the sacred and the invisible. Don't worry, we will wake you when it's time to return with a new dream. No need to set an alarm clock. And the next card we got out says, dear you, it might be hard to believe you'll ever get to where you want to go, feel the way you want to feel, and find peace and security, but you can. There's lots to celebrate in this life, but first you need to let go of this attachment to achieving certain results. It is easy to get caught up in the endless loop of wanting this or that so that you can feel safe. The only way out is to surrender the attachment. Empty yourself so that you can be filled with something new. The compulsion will be lifted and peace will come. Trust that something better waits, that something new will open up and you will see new opportunities for fulfillment. The truth is, whenever you get into the loop, what you are really looking for is spirit. That connection is where the power, the peace, and the purpose lies. Everything else follows after that. Give yourself a hug. We've got you. Loving you so, so much. Okay, so with that said, I feel like what this is telling you is try not to live in the present. Try not to live in the future, live in the present. I know that can be very hard for a lot of us to, have to adapt to, of being in this moment, especially when you're feeling like, you're not at ease. You're feeling like, things are not moving forward. They're not, because we do have all these planets in retrograde, and now we have this full moon. We've got Mars retrograde, which is basically our everyday life. Mercury's been retrograde. Mercury again will come out of retrograde on the 15th. And when that happens, I feel like things can kind of move forward, but we still got to wait for the other planets to do their part. Okay. And we still have Mars retrograde until freaking February. So keep that in mind. The first card that we got with the angel guide is clear, cancel, and release. This is an opportunity for you to let things go. This is also about courage and bravery to move forward and just being courageous, just being in the moment, really, and I feel like that can be very hard for a lot of us when, you see your world falling apart. Christmas is only days away. People are trying to make ends meet, pay their bills. And then they have all these things that are stockpiled, on top of them. Spirit is giving you signs and reminders. Spirit is reminding you that they've got your back. Don't worry about it. Trust the universe. That's what it's saying. Bottom of the deck, we've got trust the universe. Trust that they are, doing their magic. They're weaving their magic right now. And you're just going to have to let go of, how you think things should be and be brave enough to just go where you're guided, do what you're guided to do. If you're being guided to just sit back, relax, and do nothing, then sit back, relax, and do nothing. If all you did was just get through the day, then you're doing something right, you know? So, you know, everybody always seems around this time to kind of look back upon their last year of their accomplishments. And if all you did was just survive and barely keep your head above water, you got this far. Congratulations. You know, everybody's like, it's almost like, you know, time kind of like stops and stands still, like when we're waiting for Christmas to, you know, it's Thanksgiving and then Christmas and then New Year and then the elections. You know, it's almost like we're like putting our life on hold, waiting for all these things to come about. And, you know, so in the meantime, this is usually when we have all these retrograde periods at the end of the year. And so we just have to kind of allow the universe to spin whatever web around us that is necessary for us to move into this new cycle that we're going into. What else do we have here, Spirit, for this full moon in Gemini and Mercury going direct? Yeah, it says take time to breathe out. This is a time for us to breathe out. I think for a lot of you, you know, Gemini does rule the lungs. The lungs are representative of grief. There is a lot of grief. I feel like 2024 was a year of grief. It's a year of like, okay, our whole life has just been ripped apart. You know, we're going into 5 years now of everything we thought we once knew has been completely destroyed. And now it's a matter of like, what do we believe in now? You know, with all the information that we have, and seeing the things that we've seen and doing the things that we've done and being ripped out of our comfort zones and, you know, family or friends disappearing. And now, you know, you're living in a new place or you're, you know, you just don't align with the things that you aligned with anymore. And so there's a grief process that goes along with that. But Spirit is saying like, listen, take time to breathe out. Like if you feel like you need to cry, you know, otherwise some of you guys are going to get like a chest infection, you know, upper respiratory infections, things like that. I'm not a doctor. I'm not prescribing anything, but go see a doctor. You know, oregano oil also works, helps get all that stuff, the mucus and everything out of your lungs. We do have Sagittarius here, and Mercury will be going direct in Sagittarius. So for a lot of you, I feel like it's once Mercury goes direct, we get whatever communication we get around this full moon. I feel like it's going to be a little delayed, you know, but just so you know, luck is on your side. Luck is on your side, and it's going to take great courage and bravery for you to, you know, continue up this mountain that we've all been going up. For some of you, this is about traveling. For some of you, this is about learning new philosophies, you know, astrology even. Astrology is under Sagittarius. Luck is on your side. Oh my God, we just got Gemini out. Full moon in Gemini, you guys. I cannot even make this up. The fact that this is coming out is very auspicious. So I do feel like this full moon is definitely affecting a lot of us. And it says the answers that you need are coming. A lot of us, we're all waiting on some type of answer so that we know how to move forward. And love this. What is clarifying the trust the universe is don't let pride get in your way. Trust the universe. Don't let your fear, you know, consume you. Be brave. Take action when you're being guided to take action. Step out of that comfort zone. I did see that earlier. I feel like a lot of emotions are running high. Don't try to, you know, bury things because you're going to end up hurting yourself in the long run. And being that we have Gemini that is showing up, you know, and it's reading, that full moon in Gemini is speaking up. So I do feel like there's going to be some lucky breaks for some of you. I'm even seeing you signing contracts, some type of contracts. You know, if you're going through any type of court, you know, issues, depending on what side you're on, I feel like things could be favorable. I'm also getting that. I feel like what I'm also being guided to tell you is like whatever wishes that you have put out to the universe, you know, I feel like for a lot of you, it's like aiming high, aim for the things that you never thought you were going to receive, you know, and cancel out any thought processes that are keeping you from that, which is pride, fear, ego, fear of being seen, you know, sadness, grief. Okay. Because we all are going through a lot of that, even myself included. You know, I'm not immune to any of this energy. But Spirit is telling you, like, you know, they're here for you. They are watching over you. Yeah, there's a fork in the road. Definitely. It says fork in the road and buy the book. So I feel like, You have been trying to do everything by the book. Now there's this opportunity. Are you going to stay where you are, or are you going to make a different decision? Are you going to, take the path less traveled? Because if you're willing to take the path less traveled, we've got milk and honey. You can't get a better card than this, milk and honey. There is a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. And then bottom of the deck, it's about exchanging gifts. I mean, it is the holiday season. Don't be too prideful to accept what people are trying to offer you. For some of you, it's a meal. They want to sit down and have a meal with you. They want to share time. They want to share energy with you. That in itself is a gift. And maybe for some of you, you're having a really rough time financially because everybody's going through something, drastic when it comes to their finances. I don't care what side of the fence you are on. Some people are really hurting right now around the holidays. And, listen, if you have to just make some cookies, for somebody, or, breads or whatever, like that is a gift in itself. The fact that you put that energy, all in a bowl and your love, and then you wrapped it up nice and you gave that to them. That's an exchange of energy. And that in itself is a gift. So don't be prideful when it comes to that. Trust, right now, this is not about, people don't even care about stuff anymore. Like when we die, like we're not taking anything with us but our memories, the time that we shared, how you made someone feel. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, don't put so much emphasis on gifts. I have no plans of buying any gifts this year. I haven't done so in a couple of years now because my presence is a gift. My presence is a present, and so being present is very important. Just being there. I do feel like this is a time to get together with friends and family. And yes, again, it is the holiday season, but have a picnic with somebody, get together for tea or coffee. I feel like this could be a really, a nice time to gather with the people that you love. Don't try to hide out. Don't try to, hide behind the scenes. I feel like right now we need other people's energy. We need to, we need to talk. We need to, gather. We need to just enjoy our time. So if you're invited to a holiday party and, your soul feels like, you know what, I kind of want to go. Don't be afraid. Go. Okay. You never know who you're going to meet while you're there. Some of you too, like there's a reminder here about, not eating too much and eating things that are not good for you. It is the holiday season. So we do tend to splurge a little bit more because we're in that Capricorn Cancer, the old traditional values and ways. But again, be mindful because of your health. I do see that here. Some of you guys are trying to make a decision when it comes to traveling. Okay. Maybe you're thinking about moving, you're moving overseas. For some of you, moving to a place that you've never been before. I do feel like and of course, get a personal reading. This isn't going to be for everybody, but I do feel like I think you're afraid of what you're losing out on and not realizing that this is a gift and this is what you need to be doing. So don't be afraid to travel. Don't be afraid to put, your resume online. Because you could end up finding a career path that ends up paying for you to move. And then they pay for your housing. They give you these stipends. Stipends? Is that what it's called? I don't freaking know. Sagittarius, Gemini, and Leo could be of importance. Scorpio could also be important. Pay attention to the signs that your spirit guides are giving you. I'm definitely getting butterflies. I'm getting, I just got raven. I got wren, birds, ravens, wrens, bluebirds. I'm also seeing birds are important. Cats are also important. I do have the cats here. So there could be something to do with your cat. Some of you guys could be getting a cat. A cat could be showing up, or a cat could be of importance. I'm also seeing elephants. Elephants could be of significance to some of you. Alpaca, monkeys. You're the monkey. Also, there's something here about dairy. There's honey here. Coconut. I'm also seeing, I don't know why I'm getting coconut, but that could also be of importance. Pay attention to the feathers. There could be something here also where somebody's learning about their family crest. Okay, maybe their heritage. You could be finding out something about your family heritage, like where you're from. That could be also of importance. I feel like that's also being aligned with these cats here. There's something here about being feral. Maybe some of you like want to be rebellious and feral and do your own thing. That's kind of how cats operate. Interesting. Very interesting. I want to get a couple of little love messages because people do like to hear about their love. That one just came out. Spirit is saying, stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. For those of you who are, don't have somebody in your life, definitely you're in the healing process right now. You have to do everything by the book, especially if you want a higher level of commitment. That is what I'm getting. So you don't get to skip steps. For those of you who are in a relationship, like, listen, you guys need to heal whatever is going on, heal the past. It's not your partner's responsibility to heal you. That's your responsibility. So do keep that in mind. This could be the one you've already met the romantic partner that you seek. For some of you, maybe you have already met someone and you're making a decision, whether or not you want to stay in this relationship or if you want to manifest a new one. For some of you, you're going to be meeting someone in the near future, and it's going to be, are you ready? Are you absolutely ready for someone to come into your life? Because they're trying to send you the one that you've been optimistic about. And a lot of the time, Spirit sends it in. You're like, no, 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 no. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. And it's like, are you or are you not ready? And yep, this is your soulmate. So we do have soulmate here. Look at that, you guys. And bottom of the deck, getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves, your bond deepens. So this is definitely, it's saying, don't let pride get in the way. Allow yourself to get to know people. Even if this is just a friend, maybe this isn't a lover. Maybe you guys already have a partner. You're happily married. Congratulations to you. And maybe you're just getting to know new people, new friendship groups. We did just have Pluto transit into Aquarius. So, that's going to be new friends, getting to know new people, new groups, new associations, new people, new philosophies, teaching each other. And the Spirit is saying, like, get to know these people. I feel like because they are sending you in new soulmates, new opportunities, because when you do that, for those of you who are not in a romantic relationship, you never know who these people are going to know when they invite you and there's a group and all of a sudden you meet someone new. Because if you're like constantly in the same circle of people and you're not willing to venture out because you're too afraid to venture out, what's going to end up happening is you're not going to find what you're looking for until you do something that's completely out of your comfort zone. So again, I definitely am getting together with friends, sitting down, hanging out, having a nice meal with some really awesome people. I feel like around this time, I feel like for a lot of you, you are setting healthier boundaries with the people in your life. I do feel like for a lot of you, you are working on forgiveness as well, forgiving those who have wronged you, and forgiving their trespasses, so to speak. And that's what I'm hearing very loud and clear. But listen, don't put up your guard. I think for a lot of you, you put up this, this shield in front of you because you're so afraid of getting hurt, whether again, friends, family. So what you're doing is you're blocking your heart. Look at how these two cards where they're blocking their heart. Control, Alt, Delete. I don't want anybody in there. I'm too afraid. But look, you need to open up that heart center because you go from, this to see how she's got her arms extended. So I feel like you guys are definitely on a journey. This is, you've had enough time to heal. You've had enough time to, make decisions. You've had enough time to, figure things out. If you feel like you're in just a constant cycle, it's time for you to get out of whatever cycle that you're in. Okay, whatever those are. And I feel like you need to be more broad-minded as to what it is that I'm talking about. Yeah, definite communication coming through. Pay attention to what you're hearing. Again, you could be waiting on something in the mail. Something is coming towards you. I think for a lot of you, you're trying to just, play by the rules right now and, do all the right things. And I feel like because of that, because of your good heart, because of who you are, the universe is going to bless you with this milk and honey. And this milk and honey is about abundance. So again, you could have some type of monies coming through. An inheritance is also what I'm hearing with this milk and honey. Again, if you're in some type of a court and everything is tied up, maybe somebody's been blocking you from receiving, they're not going to be able to block you for long. Whatever's meant for you, no matter how much people try to stop you from receiving, you're going to receive anyway, because it's in your destiny to do so. I'm going to leave that here, you guys. I want to thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. I am doing my buy one, gift one half off sale over on my website under the footsteps to peace.com. It's my holiday sale. I always run it every year, 9 years running. And it will run until the 31st of this month. Anyway, you guys, I love you all so much. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays to those of you who celebrate. And yeah, just trust in the universe. Everything is going to work out. Love you guys all so much. Take care.